Hi everyone, it's Audrey from Country Stampers, and today I have this cute little I Love You note card that I created for Valentine's Day. I'm going to try to do a week's worth of Valentine projects for you so you can make them, recreate them for your loved ones or just for friends. So I thought this would be something cute that you could throw in your husband's lunchbox or in your kid's lunchbox. And it's just something simple and quick. You can throw these together in no time. We're going to be using 2 stamp sets. We're going to be using the Bloomin Love from our Occasions catalog. And this does also have a coordinating framelit to go with it that you could get in a bundle and save 15%. And then we're also going to be using Flowering Fields from our Sale-A-Bration catalog. And you can get this when you place a $50 order. You can get a free item from the Sale-A-Bration's catalog. So if you, say, purchased $100 in merchandise, you could actually get 2 free Sale-A-Bration items from now until March. Just keep a close eye on the limited edition, limited time ones, because those leave us on February 15th, and our new ones to replace the 3 that are leaving come available on the 16th, which I'll post a picture of them on my blog when they're available. We're also going to be using 3 stamp inks. We're going to use the Archival Stampin' Pad for Basic Gray. We're using Blushing Bride and Pear Pizzazz. And I'm going to do some watercoloring using our Aqua marker. My Aqua marker, somehow I punctured the base here. So I'm just using one that my daughter had for today's video. And so what you're going to need is, to get started, is you're going to need a card base. And my card base measures 6.5 by 4.5, and it's scored at 3 1/4. And then you're going to need another piece of Whisper White, and this measures 3 inches by 4 1/4. Another one for our stamping, and this one measures 2 inches by 3 inches. And then I have a nice little strip here, and this is a 1/2 inch. And not sure on how long it is, but it's just for stamping our sentiment. It's about 3 inches, because we're also going to be using the banner punch with that. And then this piece is Blushing Bride, and this is 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. So all you're going to do is you're going to fold over your card base where you scored. And we're going to set this aside after we do this. And I want to line up my edges, because sometimes when you score it, it does get a little wonky. So I'm just going to give that a good crease. Keep that folded. And then I'm going to bring in my piece that we're stamping on and my flower. And the flower that I'm using is this really cute flower right here. And if you can see, it looks like it's got little hearts on it. So that would be perfect for Valentine cards. And then I'm going to grab my basic gray. And I'm just going to stamp my little flower right there in the center. Trying to make sure, I'm going to move it down a little bit so I can see better, so I can make sure I'm getting it in the center. And perfect. So now I'm going to close that up. I'm going to set my stamp aside. I'm going to bring in my water marker. I'm going to let that just dry a little bit, actually. So I'll set that aside. I'll bring in the Blushing Bride. And I'm just going to stamp my sentiment. And I'm using the I Love You sentiment. You can use Be Mine. You can use the XOXO, the Friend. You know, it's all up to you what you want for your little sentiment. I just like the I Love You. And I'm just going to stamp that right in the center. So that's all set. And I like to throw little cards in my daughter's lunch bags or their book bag for school. Alright, so now this should be dry. And I'm actually going to start with the Blushing Bride. And all you're going to do is you're going to squeeze your case down. So you get some ink onto your cover. And I'll put that right here for you. And then I'm just going to make sure that I have some water on my brush. I'm just going to pick up some of this Blushing Bride. And I like to put my darker colors down towards the bottom and, you know, lighten as I go up. And I'm just covering all the little spots. And I'm not worrying if I cover it all the way and leave some white in there or not. You know, it just gives it that nice watercolor. And I'm picking up every so often if it gets too light. And this is, I find this is very relaxing. So this is actually my second project this week using this stamp set as well as the watercoloring. And I find it just nice and quiet and, you know, and who doesn't love to color? And I'm just coloring all my little flower buds here. This stamp is so nice. I really love this set. When I first got it, I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But then I found a couple of projects with watercoloring. So I was like, oh, I'll give it a try. And I'm loving it. Alright, so now I'm done with the Blushing Bride. I'm going to bring in the Pear Pizzazz. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring some ink to my cover and lay it down. And all I'm going to do is just swish my brush inside, just like this, picking up some color. And all I'm going to do is just kind of run a nice thin line down the stem to add some green to this. And now I'm going to color in my leaves. You know, and if you don't want it as dark, you can always brush off a little bit on your paper. If you want it a little bit darker, you can wait until it dries a little bit and go back in with some more color. And you can add some highlights or, you know. Alright, so now that is done. I'm going to let that dry a few minutes, a few seconds. So pretty much we're done with the inks. So this is all set. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to bring in my Whisper White matte. And I'm going to add my Blushing Bride to it. Getting it centered and even. Earlier I was having a little bit of issue. I wasn't getting it quite even in the center here. And now I'm going to add some pop dots to this. And so it doesn't sag, I'm going to put one in the center and one in each one of the corners. Today we have some high winds. We're supposed to be getting some rain. At this point, I'd actually like a little bit of snow, seeing all our snow that we got a couple of weekends ago is gone already. Then I'm just going to line this up in the center as well. And look, and even without a little sentiment, this is just darling. So now I'm going to bring back in my sentiment and find my banner punch. And I'm going to trim this down. And I'm just going to slide it in like this so that way I'm not cutting it. And I'm going to just keep a little spacing in between the words and the point. Do the other side. And we're going to add some dimensionals to this. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut a dimensional in half. Oops. Shot that one clear across my station. going to just pop it up over the bottom part of the stem, a little ways up. Mine on the other card is a little bit down, but I think I'm going to come up a little bit. I kind of like it there. Now I'm going to add some more dimensionals to the back of here, and one in the center. And these would be cute. You can even use the sentiment thank you, you know, happy birthday. You know, you could create this card however you'd like for your family member or friend. And now all I'm going to do, and I like my cards to lay flat when I'm working on them. So I'm going to give that another good score. And now all I'm going to do is just line it up, keep an even spacing all the way around. And there you go. There's your cute love you card to give out to your husband or your children, you know, whoever you like, just to leave a nice little, you know, warm wishes to somebody, you know. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. And also, remember to go over to my blog and subscribe, become a follower, so you can receive updates of giveaways and everything. I also will be giving away one complete set here, kit, for you to be able to create this card. So remember, go over to my blog, follow, leave a comment, and next week I will be drawing the winner. And what you will do is you'll receive all the supplies to make this card. You'll have to supply your own ink and stamps to do so. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and come back again. Bye. Happy crafting.